As summer begins, Spain's tourism and catering industries come into their own. Finally, these sectors and many others have bounced back fully from the pandemic. Spain has one of the fastest growing economies in the European Union, and it's outperforming the likes of Germany, the United States and the UK. Its unemployment rate, meanwhile, remains relatively high at 13%, but it has come down substantially since the height of the pandemic. The government of socialist Pedro Sánchez attributes much of this to its reforms and to the 70 billion euros the country is receiving in direct support from the EU's post-pandemic recovery fund.
Thanks to the Next Generation EU recovery plan, we've been able to undertake a massive investment and reform program. But there are two transitions which for sure will mark the economic performance going forward: the digital transformation and the challenge of facing and trying to mitigate and adapt to climate change.
But as a general election approaches, the Conservatives of the opposition Popular Party say the government is being overly complacent.
The government boasts of its economic record, but what is the reality? We are poorer than we were in 2019. The economic reality is that we are the country that increased taxes the most during the pandemic. Spaniards have never paid as much in tax as they do now.
The Conservatives are proposing tax cuts and a reduction in public debt. On the streets of Madrid, opinions about the economy are mixed.
The gap between different economies, like the rich people and the poor people, is even bigger, and it's becoming worse and worse.
The European Central Bank and other institutions say that Spain's economy is growing fast and doing well, says this man. But I think people have less and less buying power.
Our government has a lot of criticism on them, but I don't think they did that bad. We had difficult times with the pandemic, with unemployment, but they struggled, but they did what they could.
The Conservatives are favourites to win the election, but securing a majority will be difficult, and they're likely to need the support of the Eurosceptic far-right Vox party.
¡Viva España!
While Spain's economy is forecast to keep performing well this year and next, its politics are much harder to predict. Guy Hedgecoe, BBC News, Madrid.